I think it's funny that when I was back in college, it seemed like everyone's biggest question was, what is the meaning of life? I think that was actually a movie too. What is the meaning of life? I want to talk to you about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. I believe a better question that digs a little deeper into what is the meaning of life is, what is the purpose of life? And the best answer that I can give you is the best purpose is to follow Jesus. That begs another question, though. How do I follow Jesus? Well, in Matthew 16, 24, Jesus told us, he said, whoever wants to be my disciples must deny themselves, take up their cross, and follow me. But how does that relate to us today? I wear a cross. I wear a cross around my neck all the time. And to me, this reminds me that Jesus died for my sins. That's why I wear it. Other people will wear it as an ornament or jewelry, or some have the same reasons that I do. But back in the first century, the cross was associated with death, and not just a death, a cruel death. And when someone was traveling from one city to another, as they were going into the city, there would be people hanging on crosses on the sides of the road. And they did this purposely to let the people know that if you defied Roman law, they were going to kill you. That was the penalty. And they would leave them up there so they could see that, and letting them know too that if you're coming into our city, you better abide by the laws or you'll end up on this cross too. It wasn't a quick death. It was actually a painful death because it would asphyxiate you. You're hanging on this cross and you're sagging, and eventually cuts off your windpipe. And after a while, if they had a certain period of time, if you hadn't died, they would break your legs. And break your legs so that you couldn't push against your body. And so you automatically just sunk and you suffocated, basically. A terrible way to die. But when Jesus told his disciples about this, that they have to deny themselves and pick up their cross, they could see what it symbolized. They could see that it was dying to themselves and putting God first, putting Christ first. Before their own will, they were going to follow him. And this applies to everyone today as well. We have to put God's will before our own. And when we do that, we discover life as it was meant to be lived, a Christian life that he wants us to live for him. The best way to live a Christian life and to live it the most effectively, we must take up our cross and we must follow Jesus Christ. We're going to have life with him for eternity when we pick up our cross, when we give our lives to him. And that's what it's about. He died for our sins so that we can live with him forever in eternity. So in doing so, when we deny ourselves, pick up our cross, we find the purpose of life. God bless you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day.